Washington Heights was good as your boy Cell. Yeah, I just want to say today's topic, man. I want to touch up on like, are friends really friends nowadays, man? Because I know a lot of people, when they have their money, they don't call you at all. They forget about you, but let them go broke. Or let them spend their money. Then they calling you, they want to spend your money. I had a girl one time told me, can I borrow $1,000? And I'm like, wait a minute. $1,000? What, you want to pay your rent off of my sweat and tears? Like, you're crazy. Like, and I told her, I said, look, sweetie, I can't. I don't even know you like that. And all of a sudden, we don't even talk no more on Facebook. She used to talk. I said, what's up to her one time. She didn't see him reply back. So I was like, all right, cool. No problem with me, man. But how can you expect people to lend you $1,000 in today's world, man? People, you got to understand, man, when you work hard for your money, it ain't for you. It's for me. You know what I'm saying? Or for whoever's working hard, they deserve that money. But you're gonna ask somebody to borrow $1,000? Come on, now that's crazy. You're working. I understand. You have two daughters, but you gotta do what you gotta do, baby. You know. I remember when I was younger, my mother put us to work, and we all had money, man. We wasn't rich, but put me and my younger brother to work. And I appreciate that because that makes you a go getter. That makes you go want to go look for it. But a lot of people just want to work off, and make money off your back or what you do or pay their bills off your back, and that's not right. People gotta understand you gotta work hard today in today's world, man, and even super harder now that things is getting rougher. And you gotta come up with a plan. That's the thing a lot of people don't do is come up with a plan. You got to come up with a plan so that you can save money and plot right for what you want to get. Don't just think because you're a girl and you look nice in that, people are gonna be like, oh yeah, let me give her money. Yo, them days is over with. Now ladies gonna have to work hard for their money, man. Dudes ain't really dating girls like that no more. Cause girls all they want to do is get a free meal, just go out and chill. Expensive Gucci bags, Louis Vuitton bags. All that shit is over. Y'all ladies gonna have to work for yours now, man. And it goes for some men too as well. Cause some men do the same thing to females too, but it's hard now, man. Everybody gotta work now. I have a friend that I try to help out. He came home. I try to help him out. A little situation. I'm trying to, let's do a little business together. Now, I want y'all to put this together. I'm not going to say them, but I want y'all guys to put this together. Just think about this. You help a friend out. He comes home. You bless him. Give him a cup of gear, stuff like that. Okay. But then you tell him, yo, let's go to business. And he tells you, oh, leave your whatever your products in this guy's van. I'm going to work, but you can leave it with this guy. And I'm like, wait a minute. If I could sell it to the person myself, why would I leave it in a van with somebody else? Especially if he's hustling out there. I don't want my stuff involved, my legal stuff involved in illegal stuff. Nah. But anyway, what happens? He decides not to speak to me no more. He says what's up when he wants to. So I'm like, you know what? I'll let it be. But you tell me the deal, what's behind that? By me leaving my stuff in somebody else's car. And he's not there. He's telling me that he's going to go to work. What y'all think about that? Let me know. Leave your answers in the comments. You know what I'm saying? On my YouTube page, SELT. Leave a comment and let me know what you guys think about that. But I found it a little shaky. But I said it's all good, man. Let bygones be bygones, I have no hard feelings towards nobody. But some people are just like that, man, And what's crazy is that, I used to look out for you back in the days, and then this is how you repay me. But, it's all good, man. Just, it's just a life lesson, people. Just you got to be careful out there, man. Because your own people will try to do you in, man. And that's a sad thing, man. It's a sad world we're living in today, man. And it's facts, man. But, a lot of people just want to make money off of your money, man. And they don't want to invest. They don't want to do nothing. Just live off of you, man. But for those that are sticking together and helping each other out, those are the ones I like dealing with, And those are my peoples, like my family, Hey, my family, Disco, you know what I'm saying? We all looking out for each other, man. But a lot of people, Lisa, Black Rock Prince Shop, we all looking out for each other. But a lot of people, they're looking out for you, man. They just want to do their own thing, man. And, they just want to be on the grimy tip and, do you wrong. But that's the way it is, my people. Just got to be careful, man. Choose your friends wisely. Be careful who you lend money to, because these days, you can't be lending money, man. So, but I ask myself again, do my friends really love me? Or do your friends really love you? Is the question. That's why sometimes you got to sit back and observe people. Because, you know, and especially this new generation, man. They are just out of control. They're not trying to hear nothing. You give them advice, it goes in one ear, comes out the other. So I stopped giving advice to people, man. I just give advice to like 2 or 3 people, and then that's it. You know, but a lot of people don't like to hear it. You know, and people gotta thank the OGs like myself. I thank the OGs that always was in my ear and made me, you know, the man that I am today. Because if I wouldn't listen to them, I would have been locked up right now. And I'm gonna tell y'all a real story. There was a time my boy's father, Hector Roberts' father, from up the block on 189th Street. There was a time some guy, I was buying some speakers off him, and he tried to take off all my money. So what happened? He said like, oh, yo, when I found out, he said, oh, yo, I'm going to kill you, this and that. So what I did, right away, boom, when it got to Jammy, I whipped it out right in St. Nicholas in front of everybody. Going to send them to the afterlife. And what happened? Hector's and Robert's father took it from me, calmed me down, and spoke to me. Yo, I went from like 0 to 100, and then from 100 back down to 0, man. You know? And I appreciate that, man. And when that man passed away, man, I cried because that, you know, that really saved my life, man. You know, I would have been probably doing life right now or probably coming out right now. And this was in the 90s, you know. But I'm glad that he did what he did, man. And it saved me, man. It calmed me down. And I'm the perfect person that I am today. I'm not saying that I'm perfect, but, you know, at least I'm a gentleman that I could give advice to people, help people out, man. But I appreciate that, man. God bless his soul. We used to call him Teenager in 189 between St. Nicholas and Watts. So we used to call him Teenager, man. Because this man, any little thing, get the strap right away, like 50 said. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate that, man. Because to him, I got a free life today, man. So, you know, shout outs to him and God bless his soul, man. You know, but my people, at the end of the day, man, you got to choose friends wisely. Choose people that'll help you out. Listen to the OGs, man, because that's a lot of you young guys are locked up right now, man. Some of them are doing 10, 20, 30 years, you know. You got to listen to your OGs, man, and make sure y'all choose your friends wisely, man, because at the end of the day, ain't nobody caring for you, man. And I'm going to be straight up blunt, man. Nobody care about you no more, man. You know, there used to be people that used to care about you, but nowadays everybody's for themselves, man. So y'all got to be careful and just stay humble, my people. Relax and choose your friends wisely. You already know it's a piece of advice from OG Cell. Love, peace, and happiness. Stay safe, y'all, and God bless, baby. Message of the day. One love.